Hello, I am Captain David Tiefenbrunn, Commander of the St. Charles County Police Department Bureau of Criminal Investigations. This critical incident community briefing video is intended to provide you with information about an officer-involved shooting that occurred on Sunday, January 23, 2022 in the 500 block of Prentice Drive in O'Fallon, Missouri. The case involves officers from the O'Fallon Police Department. As part of this briefing, you are about to see relevant body-worn camera footage and evidence images related to this case to provide you with a better understanding of what occurred based on the facts of the investigation. The St. Charles County Police Department is committed to conducting a thorough and transparent use of force investigation. Every officer-involved shooting is a traumatic event for all involved. This case required considerable time for investigators to thoroughly review all video and physical evidence, conduct forensic analysis, and to complete witness interviews. Once completed, the case was referred to the Office of the St. Charles County Prosecuting Attorney for an independent review. As part of our commitment to transparency, you are about to see images and hear audio that may be disturbing and difficult to consume. To preserve the integrity of the investigation, some content has been redacted in accordance with Missouri law. When a police officer uses force to arrest a suspect or defend against an attack, it can be graphic and difficult to watch. Viewer discretion is advised, especially for children and sensitive viewers. Shortly before 11 a.m. on Sunday, January 23, 2022, two O'Fallon police officers responded to the 500 block of Prentice Drive to investigate a suspicious vehicle. The 911 caller reported observing two males who appeared to be asleep in an unlicensed vehicle that was partially blocking the caller's driveway. You will now hear the dispatch broadcast for this incident.
Both units respond to the area. There's a white Honda Accord. Driver's side has heavy damage. Vehicle is running. There's a black male on the passenger side passed out, possibly sleeping. It's partially blocking the driveway. No plates on the vehicle.
Upon arrival, the first responding officer observed two occupants were asleep in the vehicle. The officer waited for the second responding officer before again approaching the vehicle to engage the occupants. The first responding officer attempted to open the driver's side door to no avail. The driver then raised into the officer's view. The first responding officer made a second attempt to open the driver's side door and gave the first verbal command for the driver to open the door. The driver did not open the door. The second responding officer, who was positioned on the passenger side of the vehicle, then gave a verbal command directing the occupants to open the doors. The occupants did not open the doors. The first responding officer observed the occupants to be in possession of a firearm. The first responding officer then utilized his duty weapon to breach the driver's side window. The driver reversed into a patrol car parked behind it, and an officer-involved shooting occurred. The driver fled the scene, and the second responding officer followed in pursuit. This incident was captured on both officers' body-worn video. Body-worn cameras are assigned to O'Fallon Police Department patrol officers. The camera is typically worn at chest level with the lens facing out on the officer's outermost uniform garment. Body-worn cameras provide a general perspective in the line of sight from the angle worn at chest level. The camera angle prohibits viewers from witnessing the totality of the officer's observations or experiences. Upon activation, both audio and video will turn on. The camera recording includes a buffer to capture video and audio in the event an officer is unable to activate the camera. You will now see body-worn camera footage from both responding officers.
Recording.
Open doors. Don't open the door.
Recording.
Oh, he's up. He's up.
Open the door.
Open the door. Ah, shit. Watch out. Shots fired.
This incident was also recorded by a witness on their mobile device. You are about to see witness footage obtained by investigators. After fleeing the scene, the vehicle came to a stop at the sidewalk in an area of Mexico Road and Aspen Point Drive. This is described as the second scene. Upon arriving at the second scene, the second responding officer gave several verbal commands for the occupants to put their hands outside of the window to start the process of making a safe arrest. At this time, other responding officers arrived at the scene to provide backup. The officers repeatedly gave verbal commands for the occupants to put their hands outside of the car windows. The passenger put his hand outside of the window and was subsequently taken into custody without further incident or injury. He was identified as a 17-year-old male. Due to Missouri law, we are unable to provide further identifying information. The driver remained in the vehicle and his status was unknown to officers. The passenger then advised officers that the driver appeared to doze off. The officers strategically approached both sides of the vehicle and determined that the driver needed medical aid. You will now see officers approaching the vehicle and providing medical aid to the driver. The driver, a 17-year-old male, was transported to a local hospital where he was pronounced deceased. Due to Missouri law, we are unable to provide further identifying information.
Recording.
Driver, show me your hands!
Won't do it.
Driver, show me your hands! Hey, no. Stay back here. Pull.
No, I'm gonna get him up. Just cover him.
How many are in the car?
2.
Tell him to slowly exit. Open the door from the outside.
Come here.
Hands on top of your head.
On top.
Interlock your fingers, turn the other way. Walk back towards us now.
Driver, show me your hands! Driver, show me your hands!
Look good. You're good. Look that way.
Driver, show me your hands!
Come on, there we go.
Driver, show me your hands now!
We're gonna have to commit and go.
Someone needs to walk around and cut the angle. Driver, put your hands up! Can you see his hands? Driver, show me your hands! You can't see anything?
Like he's unconscious.
Hey, he said he probably has a gun.
Yep. Driver, show me your hands! What's his name?
What's this guy? Was he awake when you exited the vehicle and conscious? Was he awake and conscious when you exited the car? Yes. He wasn't awake? He was dozing off?
Next unit up here, we need a shield. Driver, show me your hands!
Please. That's clear. 215, I'm on scene. 23.
Hey, don't. Hey.
Got hands?
Yep.
I'm coming over to unlock.
Unlock.
You gonna? Guns on the floorboard.
260 must be going on scene as well.
At the scene, officers recovered a loaded Smith & Wesson semi-automatic 9mm pistol on the driver's side floorboard. The St. Charles County Police Department remains committed to transparency and keeping the public informed of critical incidents. Thank you for viewing this critical incident community briefing.